Brian Dulesky with Able Distributors. Today, we're talking about two things. One is a new product, the Fernox TF1 Omega filter. And we're going to get into that in a minute. But what we're really talking about is protecting your boiler and protecting the pumps to your boiler system. And that's the important thing. It's not about the new product. It's about protecting the job that you just installed and making that boiler and those pumps last forever. So let's get into it. We're going to stock this an inch and a quarter, and that would cover most of our TFTNs and most of our TRX boilers. This is what it looks like. This is what it looks like in the box. What is it? It's simple. It's a mag filter. So it's got a really strong magnet. It's in a well, so when you remove this magnet, you don't have to worry about water spraying out everywhere. You're still going to have to come up with the adapters. You're going to want a valve on each side in case you ever have to service this. So you're either going to go a male adapter to press or a male adapter to sweat. You want this body vertical. Now, obviously, you can have the pipe be vertical. It could be at a 45 if you're one of those guys. It can be horizontal. It doesn't matter. You want this vertical. You want enough room to take the magnet out, so you're going to want to leave 5 or 6 inches out the top. You're going to want to leave enough room to put a garden hose on the bottom. So again, inch and a quarter. Protect the boiler, protect the pumps. Modern pumps have a stronger magnet in them because they're ECM pumps. If we don't stop the debris there, it's going to be at your pump. Obviously, it's going to stop ferrous debris, and it's going to stop heavy debris. So anything that flows through here, we're going to have a little bit of a pressure drop. Anything heavy would drift right to the bottom, and we're going to drain it off. You're going to mount this on the return side to the boiler. Why? Because whatever's happening on the supply side, we can't really do a lot about, but we can stop it before it gets back to the boiler and the pumps. So that's the best place for it, is the return side. Again, the body of this must be vertical. Your piping can be in whatever configuration you got. You got to have room to remove the magnet from the top. Built-in tool. So you see this. So again, the way I would use this is I would put a valve on each side. I would close those valves. I would take the magnet out. As soon as you remove the magnet, now all that debris is just falling down into the bottom of this. I would remove the cap, hook a garden hose up to it, or maybe it's low enough where there's a bucket there. You're not going to drain off a lot of water. If you look, the ball valve doesn't have a handle. Now, I kind of like it. It kind of makes it child-proof, homeowner-proof, but the key to moving that valve is in the cap. If you lost a cap, you could get an adjustable wrench in there, sure, but the cap head has a little keyway that fits that valve. I like that a lot because the only time you're going to move that valve is when you're draining it off anyways. You're going to drain it off, you're going to remove that cap. I like it a lot. So, like I said, we're going to stock it in inch and a quarter. The part numbers are F20, 622.94 for the 1 inch, F20, 623.73 for the inch and a quarter. Now, you might be asking yourself, okay, so I need this. I need an adapter to go from thread to whatever I'm going to do, press or sweat. You're going to want a valve on each side, so include a ball valve. Is this it? Is this all I have to do to protect my boiler? Well, this is the new product. This is what the video is all about, but I'm not going to stop there. I'm going to link the video to F3 cleaner. You put this in before you remove the old boiler. It gets everything waterborne, so when you flush and drain the old system, you can get a bunch of it out. And then the F1 stops corrosion and the acidic values of water to protect what's in the boiler again. Now you're saying, is that it? Well, not necessarily. Y strainers will protect everything. So whatever this misses, this should catch. Now I would actually put this on the return before this so that anything from Teflon tape to bits of plastic to wood shavings, if you can dream it up, we've seen it in boiler water. You might as well trap all that debris here. Super easy to maintenance and clean. Again, I would put a valve on each side. So when we take this apart, take that screen out to clean it and put it back together, it's super easy. So that's it. This will be linked in a video below. I talk about that. The TF1 Omega filter. It's the only way to go. Every single system should have this. If you're in question whether you need this or not, put it in. It doesn't cost that much. And what it costs compared to replacing a pump or fixing a boiler, it's by far the better option to go. So again, protect your boiler, protect your pumps. This is at all our branches. Able Distributors, thank you.